to a Quickie with Miss B. Today is Wednesday.
No, it's Burrito Wednesday.
If you missed any of our episodes, please go back and check them out. And as always, thanks so much for joining us. And we're glad that you bring friends along.
Yeah. Someone's got to listen to this.
All this week we're talking about if you were, and we're filling in the blank with a job or a career. And we're putting it out there. Oh, gosh, I lost my thought.
She put it out there and couldn't find where she put it. We're putting it out there and I lost it. Oh, my heavens. Do people ever put it out there and lose it? I just did.
Yep. I don't even know. That's not what I meant to say. What? Hello? Instead of talking about the normal duties of the job, we're talking about the weird and strange duties that we would like to see happen in these particular positions. And he's at it again with the pinball. I just went completely blank. I can't believe what?
What? Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops.
Wowza. That's all I can say. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about the job of being a fisherman.
Yeah. Are you going to go first or am I going to go first?
Well, let's see. Did I go first yesterday? So you go first today.
Right.
We'll keep switching us back and forth.
All right, I like it. So on my boat, where my fishermen are, first I have to figure out what we're fishing for. All right. So we're going to fish for like little minnows. Itty bitty minnows. Right? So they're going to have little tiny fishing poles. Itty bitty. Just little.
You're in a small kick.
Well, they're minnows. All right. But every time they go out to sea, I want them to have a different holiday theme. So let's say it's the middle of July, and they're like, I want to have a like an Easter theme.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole boat will be done up like Easter, all right, and they'll all be dressed as rabbits. So you got all these guys dressed as like yellow rubber rabbits, so they don't get wearing their big yellow boots.
They're fish. You're making them dressed like rabbits?
No, the fishermen.
Oh, the fishermen. Okay, I was gonna say.
How am I going to get minnows to dress like rabbits? So where's the matter? Well, people, we're going to start a GoFundMe page for her because she's like lost her mind, and we need to buy her a new one. Are you kidding me?
Anything's possible.
How would I get fish to dress up like a rabbit?
Ask them.
Yeah, right. You deranged much, huh? So the fishermen dress like rabbits. I mean, let's not get weird here. Of course you can't. That would be weird to have fish dressed like rabbits. Fishermen, okay, so they're dressed like rabbits. But instead of nets, they only use Easter baskets. You get it? So they're using Easter baskets. So you just see this great big thing go out and scoop up fish with a whole like 25 Easter baskets on the end of it. Just go in the water, and they're scooping up the fish in the Easter baskets. But the fish are just minnows. They throw back all the big fish. They only keep like the 1.5, 2-inch minnows, because that's all they're fishing for is minnows. These are bait fishermen. They're fishing for bait for all the other fishermen that go out. They need minnows. So these guys are out catching minnows.
Catching minnows.
Yeah. Some of the guys like to do it on a fishing line, so they have itty bitty tiny poles, like 2 inches, 3 inches long,
and they're dressed like
rabbits.
Easter.
Right, it's Easter. Why? How's that sound weird? It's Easter. Hey, come on, they're dressed like Easter rabbits.
Okay, how many Easter bunnies do you personally know that go fishing on Easter?
All the ones that work on this boat. Hello, really? It could be St. Patrick's Day, and they all dress like leprechauns. How's that sound? And the front of the boat has these big green dye packs on it. So as they're trolling through the water, everything's turning green around them. The water's all green now.
Oh, jeez.
The USS Leprechaun?
That's just wrong on so many levels.
Instead of a flag flying, there's a little pot of gold attached to a rainbow. Just flop it in the wind, you know?
Oh, no.
Yes. And of course, the Oompa Loompas are there. We represent the lollipop can, the lollipop can.
Is this when they're not collecting trash?
Right. They're up dancing on the front of the deck, you know. But they look kind of like leprechauns, so you know they just got a second gig is all. Christmas time they all dress like elves, and at the very top of the mast you just see Santa hanging by a rope.
Oh, jeez.
The name of the boat is Elf's Revenge. And they only fish for redfish.
Big red snappers?
Yeah. Snap us! Big red snap us!
And on that note, we got to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to a Quickie with Miss B.
Instead of walking the plank, they have shelves, so everybody has to sit on the shelf. Then they're the elves on the shelves.
Oh, jeez. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out.
Or don't.
You'll understand John's comment in more detail when you do. Just saying. This week we're talking about we're filling in the blank with a particular job, and we're coming up with the job duties for this particular said job. Today we're talking about fishermen.
Yeah.
Fishermen, fisherwomen, fisher people.
Fisher King.
We can't lift anybody out. Yep. So, if I was a fisherman...
I got to hear this. First, what's the name of the boat?
Boat that floats.
Everybody who works on it is happy that's the name of the boat. Boat that sinks is not a good name. Welcome to Boat That Sinks. I ain't getting on that. Are you crazy? I'm not going to get on that thing. It says Dat sinks. Dat sinks. That's not good.
Yeah, boat that floats.
Yeah. At least we have a goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what are you fishing for?
Well, I'm not gonna be particular. I'm gonna fish for any kind of fish.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say like sea lions or baby seals.
Well, no. Well, they could be welcome too. Well, I'm gonna just cast my net out there into the water and see what I can scoop up, and then I'm gonna go through and look at all these fish.
Yeah.
And I'm going to decide which one's has the most trouble, has the most problems. Yeah. I'm going to throw the rest of the fish back, and I'm going to keep that one, and I'm going to put him in a tank, and I'm going to have him talk to a fish psychologist.
So, tell me about your time as a guppy. You just look like you have I don't know. Have you suffered a loss? Are you kidding me? My mother was eaten by a shark. How did that make you feel? Terrified. Terrified. He was trying to eat me, but he didn't. Maybe that's a metaphor. What do you think?
And so the fish psychologist will talk to him, and once he determines that he's gotten everything off his gills.
Oh, how long were you? How long were you waiting? Come on.
No, I just made that up right now.
I got to get it off my gills. Yeah, okay.
And then he starts to feel better. Then we're going to throw him back in the water. But before we do that, we're going to tell him that he needs to go back in the water and share this with all the other fish.
So you're talking about having a whole bunch of emotionally secure fish now swimming around?
Right? And we're networking.
Oh, my God. Can you have like a little advertising sign for
Sure.
the fish doctor? The fish whisperer.
Well, or he could take his card, which would make it kind of hard because he's gonna have to put it under one fin and try to swim. So,
But it doesn't.
there's
It
that.
doesn't have to be a card. It could be a scale.
Could stamp it on a scale for
Yeah.
free advertisement.
Here, let me give you one of my scales. There you go. You got any issues? Call us.
Then that way it makes it more simple. It makes it a lot more simple because then the other fishermen that are, working the nets, they don't have to worry about, taking so many fish in and sorting through them and doing that whole process because once word gets out, the only fish that will be jumping in the net are the ones that want to talk to the psychologists.
So there'll be no more serving fish on the table because they'll all be secure in their manhood and girlhood, right?
Yep. and then maybe
I identify as a well-adjusted fish. Yeah, I'm very well-adjusted.
and then maybe after it gets around to all the fish and there's no more fish that feel that they need help, then see we can move on to the lobster and the shrimp.
The shrimp have a Napoleon syndrome. They're going to be hard to work with.
Yes, they're going to be the challenging group, I think, out of the bunch.
Okay. Well, why do you think it's so hard? Look at my name. I'm already at a deficit. They call me shrimp. What do they call a little shrimpy? Come on, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was set up to fail when I was born. When I hatched, that was it. I was already a loser. I was a little shrimp.
I was a little shrimp. Tell me about the time when you were a wee little shrimp.
Yeah. I can remember when I was an embryo.
And I'm full-grown shrimp.
Yeah. Then I finally grew up. They tell me you're still a shrimp. Well, how's that work?
Well, it'll help them to deal with, a little self-esteem there and get them on the right track to feeling better.
Poor plankton. They're just scared all the time. You're like, well, what's the trouble? Did you see them? The big things, the whales. That's what's eating me. The whale. Pick on somebody your own side. Why can't I have the shrimp come after me? I got a fighting chance that way. Instead, no, Moby Dick's hunting me down. Are you kidding me? I'm the size of a pinhead. Moby Dick is after me.
I think the fish psychologist is going to have a challenge with those whales, though.
First is the whole understanding.
But the dolphins will be there to help out.
Oh,
so
yeah, right. That ought to be hilarious. They're translating, going, he thinks you smell like soup. What? I don't know. I'm just translating.
And on that note, we need to go. Is anybody hungry for fish sandwiches?